Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Rush, and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. Why do I do this? People ask me that all the time. And honestly, I hadn't had a good answer. It was really hard to articulate what I was feeling. So I sat down and I wrote it out, and it became really obvious why this is so special to me. But in order for you to understand, I'm gonna have to start all the way at the beginning. So about 30 years ago, my mom was invited to a Creative Memories home party. Do you guys remember when we did those? What you don't know is my mom, she's really shy. So she invited me to tag along. Holy cow, did I jump at that opportunity, because I was in elementary school and I thought hanging out with adults was like the coolest thing in the world. Well, I totally fell in love. I fell in love with being surrounded by these grown women. I loved looking at the photos that they brought with them, and I loved hearing the stories and watching their faces as they recounted the memories. I was totally hooked. I saved up all my birthday money, and I did extra chores, and before you know it, I was the proud owner of my very first Creative Memories album and a packet of shortcuts. Do you guys remember those strips and triangles? I'm fairly certain I still have like a pack in the closet. They were the best. Anyways, my mom and we would go to Saturday night crops, and I relished that time. I got to spend time with my mom one-on-one. I felt accepted and grown up as I sat at the kitchen table with the other ladies. And I really looked up to the CMC who hosted them. I thought she was amazing. I wanted to be just like her when I grew up. She was a goal and an aspiration. Well, over time, I grew, and so did my albums. I worked on my camp albums in middle and high school. It was a way to stay connected to the friends that I only saw during the summer. When I went off to college, I documented the shenanigans I got into my friends and living life on my own. While I was away at school, my parents decided to move 5,000 miles away, across an ocean. It was jarring. It was weird. I felt stranded, but you know what I did? I found another CMC who was hosting crops, and they helped ground me and help me feel loved and accepted. And it really helped. Shortly after college, I got married. Yay! And he was in the military, which brought on a whole nother set of changes. We moved across the country, and I kid you not, on the very first day we got to our new base, I found out they were hosting a craft fair, and I begged him to take me because I just knew there would be a CMC there. And I needed to work on my wedding album, and I wanted to tap into a new community. Spoiler alert, I was right. I usually am. He's come to find that out. I made a huge wish list of everything I wanted. It was big. And the price tag kept growing and growing and growing. I did some quick math, and I decided, you know what? It just makes more sense to be a Creative Memories advisor. And thankfully, my husband agreed. So here I am. Now I'm the woman in charge of creating that sense of community. I found a group of ladies that were like-minded. We worked on our albums together. They quickly became some of my best friends. If you're from the military community, you know how important it is to tap into those people that you're with. Only they understand what you're going through. Well, military life is hard and ever-changing, and eventually our time there was up, and it was time to move across the country again and set up our new roots. I felt like an orphan all over again. I was a stranger in a strange land. I was pregnant and didn't have any of my friends with me. So I leaned into what had gotten me through all of those hard times before. Creative Memories. I reached out to other women in the area. I tried to tap into other established teams. I started hosting unit meetings for what we called orphans. Eventually, I found a group of women that felt like home. These ladies became my friends and then my family. It was exactly what I had come to expect from Creative Memories, and it was exactly what I needed at the time: community. It's been 12 years since I moved to North Carolina. In that time, I've had a daughter. We've bought a house. I fought and survived cancer. Obviously, I'm still here. Then I was blessed with a second daughter. I donated a kidney to a stranger who is now a very good friend. And of course, there was a million little things in between. My life has been a series of peaks and valleys and Creative Memories, and of course, the people I've met through Creative Memories have been there all along the way to support me. I couldn't have done it without them. I was given a sense of community when I felt alone. I was given social interaction when I really needed to get away. And I was given a sense of purpose to keep me going. So obviously I do this for me, but I do it for you too, because you just never know who is out there searching for community and connection. So when people ask me, why do you do this? It's really easy to respond, why wouldn't I? It's the best. So now that you know a little bit more about me and my CM journey, I'd love to hear more about yours. What's your story and what's your why? I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.